with Ben Bitt's Run Club, and she's going to talk to us about how her program is focused around motivating children to be physical and move and get outside and play. So, Jessica, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. I'm going to make you guys run. Don't worry. Maybe
No.
I'm
Feeling it.
All right. Everybody, I'm Jessica. So great to be here. Thank you, Barb, for introducing me, getting me involved. There's a lot of options here for a new business owner in Redmond, and I think the Kiwanis Club really is the best fit for myself and my business. I've worked with kids my whole life. There was never any doubt that I'd be working with kids. I have the superpower of having the energy of a 4-year-old, and so that helps. I also don't bring kids home with me, so I don't have my own. So that helps to really enjoy them when I'm with them. Over 20 years that I've worked as a nanny, a teacher, a family consultant, autism specialist. I've always worked with kids, mostly under 10, and 3 things have always remained constant. They inherently trust all of the adults in their lives. They see everything we do. They hear everything we say, and they watch everything that we do. So that's kind of 4. But that being said, I think it's really important that we provide that positive role modeling to the kids. They're always watching, they're always listening, and they need us. They need us to guide them. So through all of my education and kind of working with kids has led me to this point that I had the opportunity to start Ben Bits here. So we brought Ben Bits from Boise Bits, which is why we're Ben Bits and not Redmond Bits or Central Oregon Bits, because it just works better. But we've had some pushbacks. We might go to Busy Bits because Ben Bits is kind of, we're getting there. So I take a lot of pride in being that role model, not just for the kids in my life, but for the kids in the community. Having this energy, being able to combine physical activity from being in sports my whole life with this great programming really was a perfect fit for me, especially here in Central Oregon. Getting the kids outside is the #1 mission of Ben Bits. With screens kind of taking over everyone's lives, grown-ups and kids, this is an opportunity for the families of our community, not just to get their kids active, but to get themselves away from those screens too. My favorite thing about what we do is that it's simple. And in a few minutes, I'm going to kind of run you through some of the equipment that we use. It's nothing spectacular. Also, this is a run club, not a runner. So we really can do amazing things with kids, even outside of our own realm. So, I run, but I've never ran a marathon. Running club really just gives the kids a strong base of how to move their bodies appropriately, how to efficiently be out there, not running out of breath super fast, not being super competitive all the time, but just kind of finding that middle ground of fun and running. They're always moving, they're always running. It's not, we're not developing tomorrow's marathon runners. Our kids are ages 2 to 9, so we start them out really super little, get them on the field, and get them moving. So we encourage kids to move their bodies, to try new things, and most importantly, to believe in themselves. We challenge them with competition, so sometimes there are losers in Ben Bits, and what we do through that is encourage everyone to just keep trying. I think there's been a huge push in the last 15 years for everybody wins all the time, everyone gets a trophy all the time, and at Ben Bits, we don't do that. We teach them that it's okay sometimes. It's okay if your friend raced a little bit faster than you. At the end, we all do get a sticker. Great, love stickers. But win or lose, we cheer on our friends and we try our best class after class. Our curriculum, like I said, is pretty simple. We weave it with positive self-affirmation. So our games are really the spinach in the smoothie, right? Like the kids don't realize what they're learning. They don't realize that there's teamwork, that they're learning empathy, that they're learning all of these really super amazing empowerment principles because they're just running around, right? They're matching colors and they're jumping through hula hoops and they're having a great time. From games like Pony Express, volcanoes and ice cream, and our super class favorite, Cowboys and Bowls, Ben Bits puts a super creative spin on local traditions. So we keep Central Oregon at the heart of our program. Those games came from other games. We switched it around a little bit to, get these little cowboys out there and running. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that we use in our class. Again, everything's super positive. These are our power balls. So we use these anything from matching colors to stacking them on top of our cones. Super simple. I mean, there's not any tricks in this bag. This is our Dice of Doom. It has tons of exercises on it. They love it. They get to roll it, watch their friends. We've got some big, super big dice. So we roll these dice at the beginning of class, and then they will run this many laps, and it's incredible. They can't wait. If it's a 12, they lose their minds. They get so excited. They love it. Probably our biggest favorite are our power sticks. So these are our power sticks. It's a cool noodle. They love it. They can't get hurt. We run around with these like crazy people, and it just motivates them to go. We knock cones over with them. We play tag with them. Anything that we can do. We don't swim. We don't have any pools. But these things are incredible motivators. They're from the dollar store. You cut them in half, give them to the kids in your life. They'll have a ball. So everything that we do is super simple. These are not tennis balls. These, in fact, are I can balls at Ben Bits. And so we'll throw them across the room. The kids run. They grab them. They put them in the buckets. They're doing their teams. They're taking turns. All of the fundamental things that we're teaching kids anyway, we're just having a little bit of extra fun and keeping them off those screens. That's really the biggest thing. So we end each class as a group. All that fun, all that running, we're going to give ourselves a little bit of time to cool down. And as we do that, we're just kind of going over the lessons that we learned. Today, for example, in the class, we learned about pacing. So we had turtle speed, dog speed, and cheetah speed. And we've practiced a bunch of different games just going over the different paces. So if we run a whole race at cheetah speed, we're going to be way too tired to finish that race. So we're going to bring it down to a dog speed. If we're feeling super tired, we can try out that turtle speed for a couple minutes. So giving them just, again, little fundamental bits of real running, but making it super fun. As we're cooling down and we're doing our circle, we say our power words. So our mantra at Ben Bids is we are strong, we are mighty, and we are powerful. They love it. They're all little superheroes. And we close with our mighty mirror. So our mighty mirror is a super simple action that really kind of honors our empowerment principle from week 1. And what that is how we talk about ourselves is how we define ourselves. And in my opinion, the Mighty Mirror activity, regardless of all the fun and energetic stuff that we do, this really is the best example of Ben Bids' fundamental mission. To give kids that self-confidence, to let them try, to let them fail, to let them see themselves. So today, I'm going to invite all of you to take part in our Mighty Mirror activity. So what we do, so take a moment right now while we're all here, keep our power words in mind. Strong, powerful, mighty. And think about a couple of words. Consider some words that define you in a positive way, yourself. And so as we pass the mirror around, be present in your turn. Look in the mirror, and you're going to say, I am, and whatever that super strong power word is to you today. If you don't want to turn, simply just pass it to your neighbor. That's okay, too. I'm going to go first, and we'll go around the room. I am confident. All right, Hannah, you're up.
We get to listen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear.
Sing it loud, sing it proud.
I am creative.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I am kind.
I am motivated.
Good words.
I am persistent.
I am positive.
I think I'm reliable. I'm a coffee drinker.
I am patient.
I am dependable. I am compassionate.
I am having fun.
I am a problem solver.
I exist.
I am resilient.
I am supportive.
I am loving.
I am loving.
Coffee. I am charitable.
I am happy.
What about Chris? You want to turn?
Yeah, Chris. Don't take mine.
I am balding.
I am persistent. There you go.
I am loved.
I am happy. I am John.
Yes, you are.
I'm still here.
I'm competitive. I am competent, generous, and loved.
I am detailed.
I am kind.
Being counted.
I am brave. I am energetic.
Thank you. Let's put them It's really intimidating, right? It's not easy to look at yourself in the mirror and say these things, and there are little 2-year-olds looking in this mirror and saying, I am strong at the end of every class. It's truly inspiring. It really, brings a tear to my eye every class. Thank you all for acknowledging yourselves today. And I hope that you will cheer us on when you see our Benbits kids running around on the fields of Redmond. Thank you guys so much. I'll open up to a couple of questions. Anybody have any questions?
Are you located in Redmond or Bend or
Yes.
both?
So I'm wearing this Just Cut Juice Bar shirt or hat because we're in Bend, Redmond, and Sisters. We just partnered with Prineville Parks and Rec, so we'll also be offering our program in Prineville. We give 15% of our profit back to whichever organizations that we're working with, and we also offer 4 scholarship opportunities with every class that we host. So 2 full scholarships and 2 half scholarships. We just want everybody involved.
Who is we?
We is me, and me, and also me.
So you're in all the places.
I'm in all the places. We also have yoga classes. So it's Run Club and Yoga, and I'm not certified in yoga, so I do hire certified yoga coaches to come in and coach our yoga classes, but I'm mostly at every other Run Club class for now.
Jessica?
Yes,
I'm sorry, I'm sure you said this, but what ages do you?
2 to 9.
2 to 9.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
How often do the classes meet?
So it's 8-week sessions, and we meet once a week for 45 minutes of active running. So it's an hour-long class, but by the time we tie shoes and fill water bottles, we've got 45 minutes of active running. Right?
Hey, Jess, is this a, you may have said this, is this a franchise nationally, or?
No, so a teacher friend of mine from 100 years ago created Boise Bits 4 years ago. And then I picked it up from her and brought it here. So we're not franchise. Ben Bits is its own entity.
Okay.
We'd love to expand, but let's get a couple more classes of Redmond before we do that.
How
Yeah.
do you advertise yourself?
Being here, this is one really good way.
To little kids.
To the kids, we're in the chamber also, so if we can be present at some, anything that they're doing outdoors. I started working at the juice bar now, so that helps just to get me out there. A lot of social media stuff. We kind of started without, funding. So it's just kind of, let's get the word out there. Word of mouth works really good. I did some babysitting for a year before I started the business. That kind of helped me network out to other families. We go to schools. Anybody that's private, until if we're not nonprofit, we can't be at the public schools. That is a goal down the line, but for now, we advertise to private schools, social media, and then we're just out and about in the community. Yeah.
So you work out of the juice bar here, right?
We do 3 classes a week at the juice bar now.
We're in Bend.
In Bend, we're partnered, so only for the winter do we have these gym partnerships that we're trying out. Otherwise, we're outside. So in the fall, we were at Quince Park in Redmond. We'll be at, I think, Sam Johnson coming up in the springtime. But for now, we're partnered with Just Cut Juice Bar here, and then Boss Sports Performance down in Bend is our gym partnership for the winter. Yes.
So I have a 1.5-year-old, 4-year-old, and 7-year-old, and there's not a lot of programs for 2 through 9.
Yes.
Is that intentional?
Yes, it is. It's also my wheelhouse. So after they're double digits, keep them. I like it real well. And yeah, it is. You know, there's a ton of programs. Once we're 5th, 6th grade, we're 10, we're 11, we're in organized sports. You know, high school, you guys have tons of sports. This is great for 2 reasons. So number 1, we're not an organized team sport. So if there's a kid that's super little that, how do they know if they're going to be a soccer star or tennis or whatever they're going to play? Everybody can run. Everybody can do it. So yes, it's intentional that we focus on the little kids because they need something, right? Like we love that little bumblebee soccer. It's really fun. This kind of gives them some individual pride. They get to do things themselves, which is really important.
And what do the parents do while you're...
So you have 3 options. You are more than welcome to run around with us. You can watch and cheer from the sideline, or you can drop them off. So any of the above. And we split our classes by age. So we have a 2 to 4, a 4 to 7, and a 7 to 9. And those classes overlap for a reason. So, you know, your kids might, if they want to be with their siblings, they can do better a little bit in the older age groups, or vice versa. If, you know, they're the first kid, they might want to be in the toddler class. Just to try it out, kids have different skill levels, so we put them in the class that fits them the best.
Right.
Yeah?
Is the yoga for the same age group?
3 to 9. So we wait 1 year for the yoga. We start them at 3. The 2-year-olds are just spinning around on the ground. So by 3, they can really focus. And yoga, I can get through the yoga class that we do. So a grown-up yoga class, it takes me a lot to sit through that. Our classes involve like some obstacle courses. We roll yoga dice. Like we really keep it super interactive. And yes, they're moving their bodies and learning to breathe and calm themselves and do that, but they're still having fun in those classes.
So if I have a granddaughter that's 7, comes to visit for just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, have her
Can
pop
they
on in.
pop
So
in?
you can come to any class for a trial. If you want to do a couple of classes in a row, then you can just reach out to me and we'll make sure that she's on the roster and get her set up.
Okay.
Yeah? Anybody else? Thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate it. Yes, of course. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, another photo op.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I'll talk to you before we leave.
Okay, we'll give you a few minutes back in your day. And any other last minute announcements?
Make sure you bring me food.
Clean out your pantries. All right, thank you. Good.